Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Blues and the Thunder. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Judd will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
He's set and the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
You take a look at this lineup, Matty. One thing stands out, and the fact that they're at the bottom third in on-base percentage. They don't put enough pressure on the defense to be successful. Sit back, waiting on too many guys to move the ball over the fence. And sometimes that puts too much pressure on one of your boys to have to be the hero.
Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield.
It is, Dero, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And that one is gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Stepping in now, Max Taylor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Taylor is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day. Play hard.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Standing in now, Greg Siebel, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Hayes corrals it. Ball's there, and he is out at third. At the plate, Trevor Erickson, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. 0-1 the count. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. Dan Turner, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws two types of fastballs. A four-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the two-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is one pitch, he has two pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A four-seamer up in the zone, two-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Turner has thrown a little over 50 innings, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Another one sent foul. Fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a play! He gathers the throw. Just late. He's safe. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by that second baseman right there. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to that ball. Nice diving stop to keep it in the infield, but you knew that runner smelled knock. He kicked afterburners on getting down the line.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first throw, 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Into the box, Scott Franchise. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Cannon stands at first with 1 out. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Batting fourth.
Digging in now, Adrian Esparza. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. And again a throw, and the runner back. 2 out with the man at first. Two and 0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Throw down to second here is by him and into center field. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, the runner did get a good jump from first, but the man behind the dish had a great shot of nailing him. That is until he launched his throw into center field. He won't be happy with himself about that throw.
Men on third with 2 down. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Set to get his day started, Domingo Benitez, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Dan Turner.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dan Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 52, Shelby Marchetti.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Shelby Marchetti. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. At the plate, Andy Corona, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting six, the center fielder, Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Here's the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Corey Esparza.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. To the plate now, Corey Esparza. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Fouled off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Just hung in there on that one. Now another 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now a throw over, and he's back easily. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Corona is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting 8, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Stepping into the box, Mike Hayes. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. prior to the at-bat, a check on first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses, ball one. A runner on first with 2 away. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. From the stretch. Pops this one up. And this will land foul. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Taylor is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Top of the third set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Andy Corona. Here comes the first pitch. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. One 0 count. Here it is. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And he fouls this one off. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Now at the plate, Shuhei Ogawa. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Line drive to center field. Worthing is right there, 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony Rossi. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there, but oh, he missed it. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it. A glove, flip down, sunglasses. Use something so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
Hit hard on the ground at first. Fielded cleanly. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. Now at the plate, Greg Seymour. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. He waits. Now the pitch.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So striding in, Trevor Erickson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many striking.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So leading off the inning, Judd, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Andrew Arellano.
So stepping in, Andrew Arellano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Set to deliver the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Coming to the plate now, Scott Franchise. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. Weak grounder down the first baseline. 2 out with the man at first. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Domingo Benitez.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
1-1 the count now. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dan Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
The 0-1 on its way. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Shelby Marchetti. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3. Leading off the inning, Adrian Esparza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Fouled away. The 3-1. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping up now, Tiny Ryan. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Line, that's a base hit, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Now back, center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Stepping in now, Saul Worthing, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Worthing enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Set, and the 3-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Marchetti has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 7, Torrey Esparza.
Into the box now, Torrey Esparza. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Corona is there, 2 down. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Mike Hayes.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Hayes. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Fouled off. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. In comes the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Ready once again, Andy Corona.
Leading off for the Blues, the right fielder, Andy Corona.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the alley in left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinched extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Digging in once again, Shuhei Ogawa. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit in the air to left field. Arellano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tony Rossi.
Digging in and looking for more, Tony Rossi. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
The 0-1.
Get down 21.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bat nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Here it comes. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow. Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. A.J. Valido will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
A.J. Valido.
And he fouls this one off. He'll come in here at 263. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box now, Brian Cannon. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. In there, strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Andrew Arellano. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
1-1.
Inside, ball 2. Ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Ready for another shot now. Scott Franchise 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Here now the 2-2.
Down to 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Adrian Esparza. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the stretch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Rico Sierra takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Sierra.
Now in the box, Max Taylor. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Three and 1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
He's set, and the pitch. Greg Siebel is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. A runner at first with no outs here. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Yet another check on first. Being especially careful here. Standing in now, Trevor Erickson. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Domingo Benitez is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Arellano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 41, Dan Turner.
Settling in now, Dan Turner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
So now to the plate, Saul Worthing, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag.
No, he's in there.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Another look to first. At the plate, Corey Esparza, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Runner goes for second. Strike taken, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 1-1. In his career, Esparza has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball just missed above the zone.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Fastball too high, ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Zachary Berkowitz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Hayes will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. From the stretch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Michael Lopez will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. Both teams with 6 hits so far.
That's
2-0 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two-0 count, the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Digging in, Brian Cannon. First pitch on its way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And that misses 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Popped him up. Ogawa is there. And that retires the side. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning coming up. The Blues on top 4-1. Eric Mensch is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Shelby Marchetti. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's in.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Stepping up to the plate, Andy Corona. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside with that slurve of his. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The pitch. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Arellano is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the first baseman, Shuhei Ogawa.
Striding into the box, Shuhei Ogawa. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
The windup and the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. Two out, nobody on. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over.
With a traditional 7th inning correct.
So coming to the plate, Andrew Arellano will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
At the plate now, Scott Franchise. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
2-0 count, the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Stepping into the box, Adrian Esparza been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Oh, and he misses it. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So striding forward now, Tiny Ryan. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
He's set. Here it comes.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. Scooped up. One there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now back. The center fielder.
Standing in, Saul Worthing, and their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. But this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. He pops it up. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Chad Hardy is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Into the box, Corey Esparza, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. A bullet to first base.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
In now, Mike Hayes, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Milton Otto will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Strike taken up in the zone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when it makes you feel real good about yourself.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Now back, left fielder.
Stepping in, Andrew Arellano. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the 1-0.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. ready with another 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tennessee leads it 6-4. Quentin Walls has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Tony Rossi will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Now here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Center fielder, number 34, Max Taylor.
Digging in, Max Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Three and 0 now. Now here it comes. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Siebel. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The catcher, number 13, Trevor Erickson.
Standing in, Trevor Erickson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's low. Hey. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Two out with the man at first. There goes the runner. Pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2-2.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Nick Elmore is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Squash West will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Scott Franchise. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Swung on and chopped up the middle, fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Adrian Esparza.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adrian Esparza. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The third baseman, number 4, Tiny Ryan.
At the plate, Tiny Ryan. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now. Fouled away. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Benitez is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Guy Eaton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Striding in, Domingo Benitez. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Eaton is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty B, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Squash West, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He comes in at 262 on the year. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. One out, nobody on. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 52.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Shelby Marchetti will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
He's got it. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So digging in now, Andy Corona. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Has him down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
6-4 the outcome today. Tennessee capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Eric Minch wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Guy Eaton closes the door for the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the visitors, 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
There's out.